What's the difference between plant foods and animal foods? So, what is the difference there? What is the difference in terms of nutrition? Are the plants the most nutritious? Are the animals more nutritious? Are they, or are the or have you been confused? You know. So we're going to get into this. So right off the bat, for humans are not herbivores. We are omnivores, and small amounts of humans are carnivores, but we are not herbivores. That is tomfoolery. So how it works is that so we need to have an omnivorous diet. It needs to be that way. We can do a bit of starches. I know we can do the high fat thing. That is for another video. That can be done as well, and that's an omnivore diet as well. But typically, if you moderate your starch, your blood sugar in general, so your starches, also your stress, if you moderate that, you will be able to control your blood sugar a lot more. It will stabilise rather than having that. I know there are a lot of people that will say, I've come across a group of people that are called the raw vegans, and the high fruit vegans, and certain characters that used to be big in the past promote that activity that made up, you know, there's no science behind it, it's just made up in their minds. But there's no science at all behind what do they call it? A frugivore diet. And I came across it, and they eat, I'm not going to specify, give away anything that will make you think who it is, but they eat high fruit, and they eat like 10 bananas in a smoothie and dump sugar into the smoothie. And that is just bizarre, really bizarre, because nowhere on earth did we eat like that. We didn't eat like that at all. How can you get that many bananas every day? It's like a fantasy. So we did not eat like that. So if you want to develop osteoporosis, if you want to develop a potentially fatty liver, if you want to develop unstable blood sugar and high rates of glycation in your blood, you know, high HbA1c, do that diet. If you want to get osteoporosis, do the high fruit, ignore any sort of calcium or any animal, obviously, and then any even plant sources. No plant protein, because apparently she thinks we don't need it. We don't need protein. It's like a cartoon. It's so foolish. So if you want to do that diet, and you want the outcome of osteoporosis coming on really early, and even like probably menopause coming on early, you will end up with those problems. So we do not eat like that. Even the monkeys don't eat like that at all. They don't eat like that. They eat. They have fruit. They have a lot of leaves though. But this person that does that diet, the fruit diet, he claims to base it off monkeys, how monkeys eat, but she will omit that they eat 80%, 70% of their diet of leaves. You can't make it up. You cannot. So she omits that, or omits that. It's just funny. But even the monkeys, they're feeding them too much fruit, and they're getting fatty liver, and they're becoming obese around the waist. You know, so even the monkeys are struggling with half what they do, but she promotes that sort of way of eating. What? But don't do that unless you want diseases, well, non-accumulable diseases, to come on quite early in your life, or your body's break down early. Honestly, if you research it and look at it critically, that's the answer. But yeah, we are an omnivorous species. We're not herbivores. We do not. We need to have meat in the diet. We do, high quality, as that's what we had access to in nature until factory farming came, which we need it for a reason, because the population is really big, so it's kind of hard now. But traditionally, high quality meat would have been cows on the grass, in the fields, not fields, but in the grasslands, and the other animals and stuff in the grasslands. and we would have ate high quality meat. We would have ate organs. We would have ate a lot of new super nutritious and bioavailable that it absorbs quite well in our diet. So I'd say you want to have meat. You don't need to eat 200 grams of protein. That's too much. You don't need that much. You really don't. So you want to rotate your meats. I want to go in a video more in depth on this. So you want to rotate your meats. You want to have beef and chicken in 1 week. You want to have fish, mackerel, and a lamb, for example, not together in the same dish, but that week. So you're having a variety of, if you're cooking your own meals, you're having a variety of protein. Different protein or different meats with different bacteria on them, and that will keep your gut bacteria happy as well. You want a bit of fibre. You don't have to have tons of fibre. You don't have to have like massive, fill the gut up with fibre. You don't have to have tons of it, because I know for a lot of people it can make it worse. But your body a healthy body will be able to tolerate a moderate to small amount of fibre. Because you need that for the body to use as a prebiotic. So you want the fibre, you want the rotation of meats because it's different bacteria each time. If you have the same meat for too long, the bacteria your body can become reactive to that food and you can't have it at all eventually. That's what I've been learning. So, and then also having different starches, so like white rice, parsnips, sweet potato, even normal potatoes. It's about the amount and how much fibre and fat you have with it. So so you want to have a good amount of fat and fibre with the carbs, and that will help slow down the release of the sugar, the carbohydrate, into the bloodstream, so you don't have a big blood sugar spike. And then the fat's going to help you get your fat-soluble vitamins. So you want to mainly have animal fat, but coconut oil is really good for certain properties. Olive oil is as well, and avocado oil, that are good quality ones that haven't got fillers in and stuff. And again, with the animals, you get the fat-soluble vitamins. So you don't want to have purely olive oil, purely avocado oil, or coconut oil purely, because you're not getting the fat-soluble vitamins just from those oils. So you need to have the animal ones, so you get the fat-soluble vitamins in a bioavailable form, and this will help you. So that covers it. So don't do the high fruit diet. You will end up ill eventually. It's a really silly diet. If you apply some critical thinking, honestly, and look at how the body works and how fruit is different to the fruits that we had before we hybridized and crossbred them. Remember that? The ones we had before that were different and a lot less sugar, and were tiny, had big seeds in them and everything. So, just a bit of critical thinking. Oh, so we didn't have these before throughout most of human history. Not saying fruit is bad, so don't be a bit critical before you comment. So it's not bad, but we didn't have it all year round. If you look at the trees outside, I'm in the UK, they don't have fruit on, and they won't have them on for like 6 months, 7 months of the year. No, longer than that actually. They won't have it on for 10 months of the year. It's only like 2 months or 3 months the fruit is there, and that's the modern fruit as well. So it makes you think, doesn't it? So you got to think critically. And if it's like bad or good, bad, good, bad, good, be critical. Okay? Thank you for watching. What do you think? Comment below. What's your opinion? Do you love the fruit diet? Do you follow the fruit lady and she says, I eat 10 banana smoothies and I feel great? Do you believe that or not? Or, or do you apply critical thinking and don't believe it? What's your opinion? Comment below and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.